ball. They're very well coached. So I think you'll see a lot from them as far as the defense goes. With Libertyville, their libero, Kristen Webb, has a phenomenal talent in the back row. She really reads the ball well, so look for her to make some big digs. Both really talented setters, so we'll see how they dish it out to their offense, but it should be a good match all around. We'll see if the youth of mcauley factors in at all against a little bit more seasoned players on Libertyville, but so far they haven't shown too much anxiousness with their youth.
Okay, and we're going to get the starters really quick. Brendan has the starters for us.
All right, for Libertyville, number 1, Alex Baster, middle blocking sophomore. Number 2, Kristen Webb, senior libero. Number 3, Taylor Zant, right side senior. Number 7, Cindy Zhao, setter. She's also a senior. Number 12, Jordan Bauer, middle hitter, also a senior. Number 13, Julius Magaz, outside hitting senior. And number 16, Rhiannon Prentice, outside hitter junior. For Mother mcauley, number 4, Carla Cahill, the libero, sophomore. Number 8, Courtney Joyce, the setter, she's a junior. Number 9, Maggie Scanlon on the right side, she's a sophomore. Number 10, Ryan DeGerald, the coach's daughter, outside hitting sophomore. Number 11, Kelly Clark, middle blocking senior. Number 17, Molly Geary, outside hitter and a junior. And number 19, Gabrielle Enos, middle blocker and a junior.
And with that, both teams are out on the court right now. Libertyville will be going from left to right. Mother mcauley going from right to left. Libertyville in their black jerseys with the orange trim and white numbers. Mother mcauley in their familiar red tops with the white trim and white numbers. Again, this is the 4A third place game. Following this, we will have the championship game between the New Trier Trevians and the Bennett Red Wings. And both teams are out on the court. Serving first will be Mother mcauley. Carla Cahill with the serve, going from right to left. Serve is up, dugout. Zhao sets it up and going for the kill, and getting it right away is Julia S. Maggot.
Great cross-court set by the setter Cindy Zhao, right to Julius Magaz, just right in the middle, and perfect spot.
And Cindy Zhao is SportsTownChicago.com All-Star, so she will be playing again in the All-Star game coming up on December 1st, right here on SportsTownChicago.com. As the serve is up and over by Kristen Webb. Out and going for the kill right at the net. Getting it is Kelly Clark, the senior from Mother mcauley. And we're tied up at 1 early on here in the first set.
It was a really great run by mcauley. Use their middles. That's one of their strengths up front.
The serve over by Michelle Konecki. And that's going to be an ace for Michelle Konecki, as the Wildcats unable to return it. 2-1 lead for mcauley.
Right at the 10-foot line, just between the front line and the back line. The back line could not dive and get that up in the air.
Konecki back for the serve again. This one dugout set up by Zhao. Going for the kill. Off of the block is going back is Molly Geary. Dugout nicely on the back line by the libero. Sent back. Cahill digs it out. A little tap over by Courtney Joyce. And unable to return it are the Wildcats. 3-1 lead for Mother mcauley early on.
Courtney Joyce is really good at that backhanded tip over the net. She's done it in a lot of matches so far, and she's really mastered it.
Konecki with the serve again. Dugout by libero Kristen Webb. Sent over and bumped. That's going to be 4 hits as that one goes into the net. Mother mcauley gets the point up 4-1. Back for the serve, Michelle Konecki. The senior gets it over cross court. Zhao bumps it up, and going for the kill is Maggots. Cahill digs it out over to Geary, who sends it over. Set up at the net by Zhao, going for the kill. It's Maggots again, and she gets it off of the block. Libertyville gets the point, 4-2. They are down by 2.
Number 0. I didn't know you were allowed to have number zeros.
I have not seen that yet this year. I guess I've seen it in basketball, but never in volleyball, as Vicky Liu sends the serve over just into the game. She is the aforementioned number 0, and getting the block, sending it right back, is Libertyville 4-3, now only down by 1.
Yeah, great defense at the front of the net by Jordan Bauer and Julius Magaz, the senior tandem that got a good block there, and team down 1.
Liu back for the serve again. She sends it over, dug out by Cahill, set up by Joyce over to Geary, who taps it up over the block. Zunel sets it up. Dress Maggots going for the kill again. Kept alive this time. Geary going for the kill again. Set up by Webb. Sent back over Konecki. Now Geary going for the kill. Sent right back in her face on the double block. And Libertyville ties it up at 4.
And that time it was Jordan Bauer along with Cindy Zhao. So the front line the last 2 times for Libertyville playing great defense and getting some roofs.
And Lou back for the serve again with the score tied at 4. The serve goes just over the net, just above the tape. Geary going for the kill. Instead taps it up and over the double block. Kept alive now going for the kill. 10-foot line, Rhiannon Prentice. Geary going for the kill. Into the double block again. And back in her face again. Geary having trouble with that double block early on.
They're really closing and sealing over that net. It's impossible for her to hit that cross-court shot right now. She's got to try mixing up her shot if she wants to score.
Vicky Lou back for the serve, and she sends that one into the net, so that'll end the run by Lou. Point for Mother McCauley. That'll tie things up at 5. Molly Geary now back for the serve. The junior outside hitter sends the serve up and over into the center of the court, set up by Zhu. Over to Bauer, who goes for the kill, but sends it out of bounds. McCauley gets the point and the lead 6-5.
Yeah, that ball, she really never had an angle to hit that one cross court, to hit the antenna just off her fingertips.
Geary back for the serve again with the 1-point lead. Serve up and over. Dug out on the back line. Zhao sets it up. And the kill up and over by Bauer. Kept alive, though, by McCauley. Going for the kill this time is Ryan DeGerald. And she's able to keep it in as McCauley takes the 2-point lead, 7-5. Geary back for the serve again. As Geary with the soft serve just up and over the net coming in, but unable to get a second hit on it was Cindy Zhao. Give the ace to Molly Geary. The well-timed floating serve up and over the net, 8-5.
Yeah, they need to do a better job of getting to that ball faster this time. Don't let it quite hit that. There you go.
They're able to get underneath of it that time as the return is sent. Geary digs it out, set up. Now over to DeGerald, who goes for the kill but kept alive on the back line. Wants to go. Smaggots kept alive. Cahill bumps up over to DeGerald, trying for the back line. Kept alive by Prentice. And now Prentice going for the kill behind the 10-foot line. Set up by Joyce over to DeGerald. Going for the kill. Ryan DeGerald gets the kill going cross court.
It's a 9-5 great shot. Really hard to hit that shot. We saw that a lot with the last match. If a hitter can do that consistently, that will score.
Geary sends the serve over again. She's on a bit of a run behind the service line. Smaggots going for the hit over with the right hand. Joyce with a little dump, kept alive by Kristen Webb and sent back over behind the 10-foot line. Cahill now going for the kill. Sent over, kept alive by the Wildcats. The Smaggots off the block, kept alive. Cahill, Joyce over to Gerald, off the net and down inbounds. Another kill for Ryan DeGerald. McCauley up now 10-5.
I think it was not a bad fortune for the defense that ball did hit the net, as I think they would have been able to defense the regular hit, but because it hit the net, threw their timing off.
And with that 10-5 lead, now Libertyville wants a timeout to talk things over. Down by 5 early on. Don't want to let this one get out of hand against a very good Mother McCauley team.
Right, I think Mother McCauley needs to pick up their passing a little bit more so they can feed their middles. Kelly Clark and Kelsey Clark are both very talented out of that middle position, but they haven't been able to really do a lot getting them the ball. And I think that might make the difference for them if they want to start getting momentum back.
And we actually haven't seen much of Kelsey Clark, if at all. I'm trying to see if she is on the bench right now. A very talented sophomore. Haven't seen much of her so far today. And back for the serve is Molly Geary coming out of the timeout with a 10-5 lead. Another soft serve up and over, dug out in front of the net. Smaggots going for the kill off of the block, and that'll put an end to the McCauley run. Smaggots gets the point, 10-6. They are still down by 4. Brooke Donovan coming in for Libertyville. And Jenny Phelan coming in for Mother McCauley. The serve up by Donovan. Dug out on the back line, set up by Joyce. Over to DeGerald, trying to tap it over the double block. Nice save by Lou, sent right back on the block though. At the net, going for the kill is Prentice. Set up by Zhu, back over to Prentice again, off the block. This time kept alive by McCauley. Joyce sets it up for DeGerald, off the block, sent right back, and going for the kill. Mother McCauley.
Great spot.
And Courtney Joyce coming in as the setter, getting the big kill right there. 11-6 is the lead for the Mighty Macs.
Yeah, I think they thought she was going to just defense it, but she ended up going offensive and getting that kill and surprising Libertyville, I think.
The serve up and over by Erica Harris, sent back by Prentice. Joyce trying to dump it over, but just off the top of the net. Point goes to Libertyville, 11-7.
You know, as a hitter, you like to see your setter take some initiative. However, you don't want to get too greedy and taking that second shot all the time. Use your hitters if they're on a roll.
And they are right now as Cahill digs that out. Joyce sets it cross court to Gerald, taps over the double block, kept alive by Lou coming in from the back line, and sent over by Donovan on the third hit behind the 10-foot line. Cahill keeps it alive for DeGerald, who goes for the kill. Dug out nicely, though. Zoo sets it up and going for the kill off the block and out of bounds. Gives Libertyville the point. 11-8, now only down by 3.
Some great defense from Libertyville. They're really moving around back there, reading the ball well.
Sent over, Cahill digs out. Joyce going for the dump, and she is going to get it. Diving in for it was Brooke Donovan, but she couldn't get there in time. 12-8 now the score. McCauley on top by 4.
So sometimes that second hit does work.
It does. If your setter is as good as Courtney Joyce, it will work, yes.
Serve up and over. Little tap over by Zoo, and she is going to get the dump. 12-9 is the score. 3-point lead still for Mother McCauley.
So Zoo pulling a Courtney Joyce there, getting the second hit over, decoying the set.
She is a phenomenal setter. She's going to Michigan, I believe. She committed when she was a sophomore. She is really great talent.
The serve over by Zoo. Kept alive cross court set over to Maggie Scanlon, who goes for the kill,
nice
but going
spot.
right back, going for that back corner. And Libertyville gets the point on the kill, 13-9.
Actually, Mother McCauley, I believe, got that point. She set it out of bounds just over the back line, so DeGerald's going to serve for him.
And DeGerald goes for the serve, but sends it well long, one bouncing into the stands on that one, about 10 feet behind the end line. So 13-10 is now the score.
I don't know if we were playing outside if the wind would have had a chance to knock that one down in bounds. That was a little too excited.
And back for the serve, Prentice. Bumped up by DeGerald over to Joyce. Back over to Scanlon, going off of the block and down. Are they going to say that went off the block or nope? They say that went off the net instead. So gives Libertyville the point. They are now only down by 2, 13-11. Trying to make a comeback in this one after being down by 6 earlier. Brandon Prentice with the serve. Bumped up on the back line, set up over to Joyce. Molly Geary going for the kill, trying to go cross court, but sends it too long. And all of a sudden, Libertyville back within 1, 13-12.
McCauley really needs to control the ball in their set. They're making too many unforced errors right now.
Prentice with the serve. Bumped up now, set up by Joyce. And we've got a violation. That's going to be a double hit. Libertyville gets the point, and all of a sudden we are all tied up. And because of that, Mother McCauley wants a timeout to talk things over. Coach Jen DeGerald wants to calm the Mighty Macs down a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't, in the few previous games that McCauley has played, we haven't really seen them have that many errors. They looked like a good team that was, unbalanced, good timing with each other and everything. And I almost wonder whether the loss yesterday kind of had a little effect. Maybe they're not as up for this game as much. I don't know how you get up for the third place game, but, I'm just wondering about that a little bit.
Yeah, I know from the last couple of years' experience that if you are playing in a consolation, the one thing is, you can still feel good leaving here on a win. You always feel like, hey, you know what, maybe we didn't win the big prize, but we left here with a win. Not many teams can say that at the end of the year, that they left on a win. So that is definitely something to try to push yourselves. Hopefully they can still fight for it and see it that way.
And Libertyville is back for the serve, now tied at 13 after the timeout. Geary digs it out over to Joyce, set up, going for the quick kill. Gabriel Ennis kept alive, bumped back into play by Taylor Zant. Up and over, Geary bumps it up over to Joyce. Quick kill attempt by Ennis, and she finds the back of the court down in front of the end line. Ennis gets the point, 14-13. Kelly Clark coming back in the game. And Carla Cahill back for the serve. Soft serve up and over, dugout at the 10-foot line, set up by Zhao. Little tap over by Zant, sent right back. McCauley now has control of it, and it'll be sent from the 10-foot line by Scanlon. And almost a collision out there.
Oh,
and
nice
sent
try.
into the net on the third hit by Cindy Zhao. McCauley gets the point, 15-13, 2-point lead.
Yeah, outstanding dig there by Kristen Webb. Just unfortunately for her team, they couldn't keep it alive.
Cahill sends a serve over. Dugout set up by Zhao. Now going to Esmaga, sent right back on the block. Kept alive by the Wildcats. Prentice now sending it over 10-foot line with the right hand. Joyce sets it up. Going for DeGerald. Kept alive on the second hit. And just trying to kick it to keep it back in play. I'm pretty sure that's not a legal hit.
Actually, you can kick in volleyball now.
Really?
Yes. You're not really supposed to do it on purpose, however.
Well, she was just going soccer style right there.
Yeah, that was
going
to be like a bicycle kick. That would have been kind of fun to watch.
Zhao sets it up and going for the kill and getting the kill. Taylor Zant, the senior, comes in and gets the big kill for the Wildcats. 16-14 now the score.
I remember a game I was calling earlier this year where somebody, I think it was accidentally kicked it in front of the net, and I was just like, that's not legal. I said it on the air, and the other people were like, yeah, it is.
And now back for the serve. It's Kristen Webb, the libero, set up by Geary over to Clark and trying to tap it, but mistiming the hit was Kelly Clark. And that one goes down untouched. 16-15, Libertyville back within one. Webb back for the serve again. She'll serve at the center of the court. Floating serve up and over. Dug out by Geary. Set up by Joyce. Over to the right side. Going for the kill. And that's going to go off the block. Maggie Scanlon gets the kill. 17-15. Michelle Konecki back into the game. She'll go back for the serve. Going from the left side. Jump serve up and over for Konecki. Dug out by Prentice. Zhao sets it up for Smagats and going for the kill and off of the block. Libertyville gets the point. 17-16, back to within one. They keep on getting close, but they haven't been able to get over that hump yet.
Exactly. You know, if they can continue to run a quicker set to the outside like that last hit was, that will work. McCauley is getting late to the block.
The serve up and over. Joyce sets it up for Geary going for the kill. Trying to get it past the double block. Kept alive. Lou over to Prentice, who bumps it over. Third hit. Cahill over to Joyce. Geary going for the kill and sending it past the double block and keeping it inbounds. Molly Geary for the kill. 18-16, 2-point lead. Back for the serve again will be Molly Geary, the junior, with the 2-point lead. Sends it back and now throws it up. Jump serve up and over. Dug out. Zoo gets to it on the second hit and sent over on the third hit with the set by Prentice. Joyce sets it up for Gerald off of the block. Kept alive. Back line by Prentice. Set up by Zhao. And going for the kill, Smagats. And off the block and out of bounds. 18-17. Libertyville back to within one.
McCauley really needs to make sure they are pressing into the court on that block. She continues to use them and swing off the block because they are not reaching all the way over the net.
Serve up and over by Brooke Donovan. Dugout set up by Joyce. Gerald just going to set it over. A little tap kept alive by Prentice. Over to Lou. That's going to be called 2 hits on Vicky Lou. Mother McCauley gets the point. 19-17.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there as two players went for the ball. One tried to set it, one bumped it, and the player that bumped it, Cindy Zhao, thought she hit it cleanly and was talking to the ref about that one.
Now back for the serve. Erica Harris sends it over. Set up by Zoo. Going for Prentice into the block. And out of bounds. Give the point to Libertyville. 19-18.
Get another tool off of the McCauley right side blocker. She really needs to start pressing into the court.
And back for the serve again will be Carly Ostmeyer. Sent over on a little dump, kept alive, and tapped over the block. Nobody home down the sideline. Cindy Zhao gets the kill, and Libertyville ties it back up, 19 apiece. Back again is Ostmeyer. Dugout now set up by Joyce. Going for the kill is Gabrielle Ennis. 2019 McCauley retakes the lead by 1. On the big kill by the 6-foot junior. Gabrielle Ennis.
And here we go again. Libertyville ties it, and McCauley comes right back with a big point.
Courtney Joyce back for the serve. It's off the tape, kept alive, diving save by Kristen Webb, and sent back for the kill. And they're going to call a lift on Mother McCauley as they tried to return that one. Not in a good position to get that one. Good job by Libertyville to tie that one back up at 20 on the kill. Back for the serve will be Cindy Zhao. And she sends the serve up and over, set up. Now bumped up by Cahill. Third hit, 10-foot line, up and over for DeGerald, and that's out of bounds. As Libertyville will take their first lead in quite some time, 21-20.
Yeah, McCauley's still just making a little too many errors. They really need to clean up their game, and then they have the control back.
Serve over by Zhao. Dug out by Phelan, over to Joyce. Little tap over for Ennis, kept alive by the Wildcats. They'll tap into the double block, kept alive, but they're going to call the lift. I don't know if that was DeGerald or Ennis who made contact with that, but nonetheless, it's a point for Libertyville. 22-20 lead, and McCauley wants a timeout now, down by 2.
Yeah, I actually thought they were going to call that a double hit because DeGerald, I believe, blocked it and then also had the first hit on it. I guess they can't call that double hit, but she did lift it too, so
yeah, it's
either
one
way,
of
a violation.
Those tricky calls where technically it's double, but you're not allowed to call a double on the first if it's a hard hit, so they'll sometimes call it a lift even though it was more of a double than a lift.
But either way, that gives the point to Libertyville, and they've been on quite a run lately as they've been able to come all the way back, finally take that lead, which they had trouble doing for quite a while, and now they're up by 2, 22-20, as we get towards the end of the first set. And we'll see what happens coming out of the timeout. If Mother McCauley was able to come out, they came out of the last timeout and went on a little bit of a run. We'll see if they can do that this time, as they need it now, down by 2. 3 points to go for Libertyville to take this first set. And back for the serve again will be Cindy Zhao. Zhao with the serve, and she goes into the net with that one. So McCauley gets a point without having to do anything right there, 22-21.
That is a coach's number one serving sin. Never miss your serve out of a timeout. Oh, horrible.
Ryan DeGerald now back for the serve. She'll try and tie it up. Zhao a little tap over, and they're going to call a reach over, I believe, on Zhao.
Yeah, back row attack.
And back-to-back errors by Cindy Zhao. The senior ties things back up at 22 for Mother McCauley. DeGerald back for the serve. Dug out on the back line by Prentice. Zhao sets it up over to Taylor Zant, who goes for the kill but sends it wide just beyond the end line. And McCauley retakes the lead, 23-22. Ryan DeGerald back for the serve again. But first we'll have a timeout by Libertyville as they can feel things starting to shift over to McCauley's side now with the momentum.
Yeah, every time there's a timeout usually in volleyball, the team that calls it usually comes back with points. So Libertyville is going to try to keep that string going and win this first set here, but just gotta be a little bit stronger with the ball.
Yeah, they're just making a few too many unforced errors. The last 3 points McCauley has gotten because Libertyville is making simple mistakes. So if they can clean it up and challenge McCauley, then they'll be right back in.
And that's really been the theme of the day. The team that makes the fewest mistakes generally comes out on top. We've seen it countless times today already.
Yeah.
And again here, that is the theme today. Libertyville actually only with 6 errors, but a couple of service errors as well mixed in.
With net calls and double hits. Yeah.
All that stuff that doesn't count as an attack error, as that serve is barely dug out by Kristen Webb and sent over on the kill attempt. Dug out high into the air. Cahill bumps it up high for DeGerald now, who tries to tap it over from the 10-foot line. Sent back by Ennis now, and goes down to the floor, tapping it past the block. And that'll make it set point for McCauley, 24-22, 2-point lead. Ryan DeGerald back for the serve. And that one's dug out again by Webb, set up by Zhao, going for the kill from the 10-foot line is Prentice, kept alive. Joyce sets it up for Molly Geary, kept alive by Webb again, set up. Prentice trying to send it past the block, dug out by DeGerald. Joyce sets it up, and going for the kill, and getting the kill is Maggie Scanlon off of the block, and that will be how the first set ends. 25-22, Mother McCauley takes it over Libertyville, and really back and forth. Saw a lot of changes in momentum, some lead changes out there, but McCauley able to take control in the end and win by 3 in the first set.
They did. I know that the coach from McCauley was saying how they haven't been playing their best volleyball towards the end of the year, and I think they started to get momentum into the playoffs, but I think you're seeing a little bit of the hints of that their youth is still coming into play, that they're making a lot of simple mistakes. They need to clean it up, because then they'll have that control. I mean, they were able to win that match, and it still wasn't a clean match in any way. So if they can clean it up, they will definitely have more of the control. Whereas Libertyville started to get a little too tight at the end, so they made the errors then. And they need to play a little bit more aggressively, stay strong, try to finish that match.
Well, on the good side for Libertyville, both these teams would know from yesterday, the winner of set 1 did not win either semifinal match, so this match is not over by any stretch, and there's a lot of time for adjustments. Could be the last set of the year for both of these teams.
This is an interesting strategy that I have never seen before. Having your team do some ball control.
Hey, they heard you. They need those fundamentals.
I guess so. Refocus their energy in between these games.
Yeah, Mother McCauley deciding not to go with any coaching strategy pep talk out there, just getting out there, doing some ball control, just simple bumps, sets, just trying to get those fundamentals under control, even after winning the first set.
Well, they were probably told by Jen DeGerald that you guys know what you did wrong. Go out there and fix it.
Yeah, they are a very smart group of kids. I've seen them play really great volleyball, very flawless volleyball. They know how to win a match. I think that they might just be letting the moment get the better of them. If they calm down and just play their game, they should have more control.
So we have about just under a minute left to go in set 2, and as we mentioned, McCauley is out doing a little bit of practice warm-ups. Now they're back putting the ball back. Meanwhile, Libertyville is still in the huddle. What do you think Greg Loika's talking to the Wildcats about?
I'm sure he's telling them that they just need to stay aggressive and stay within themselves. You know, they had the momentum back because they started playing more aggressively. They started controlling the pass a little bit more. They were great at the net for that little stretch of time where they were really sealing and blocking everything that McCauley sent over. If they can continue to do that, read the hits, get the block up, have some good defense, they have a phenomenal setter who will get them the ball, or she'll take care of it herself. But either way, they just need to have a little bit more confidence, I think.
So as we start set number 2, Liberty will now go from right to left and Mother McCauley from left to right as we switch sides here for set number 2 of the consolation game, or the third place game, between the Libertyville Wildcats and the Mother McCauley Mighty Macs. Winner gets a third place trophy. I don't know if you get a fourth place trophy as well, but
yes,
you do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Everybody gets a medal here, so that's a nice thing, I guess. Even if you come here and lose both of them, you still come home.
Still an accomplishment just to make it to
fourth place trophy, yes, which it really, really is, considering the amount of talent that these teams have to get past in order to get here.
Yeah, lots of talent, even in the regional, sectional, super sectional, definitely.
Completely.
So many good teams out there.
So Kristen Webb, the libero for Libertyville, with the line drive serve over, returned by Mother McCauley. Kelly Clark with the hit in front of the net, and now Libertyville will send it back over. And now a big hit, but a little bit too big, by Molly Geary of Mother McCauley. She sends it out of bounds. So give Libertyville the first point in set number 2. They are up 1-0, and Kristen Webb, their senior libero, will continue to serve. Line drive to the back line. Good set, and then Joyce in the 10-foot line, and over by DeGerald. Now Zhao will set up the 10-foot line, and Prentice gets it over for Libertyville. And now back cross court, and for the second straight time, Molly Geary hits it over the court, so give Libertyville a 2-0 lead here in set 2.
And we saw Geary do that, basically the same play twice, hitting it long. Have to work on that accuracy a little bit.
So Kristen Webb can try to get her third point in a row. Line drive over to the back line. DeGerald with the first hit. And now a back set and a spike by Maggie Scanlon to get it over. Now Zhao will get the second hit on the bump, and the third hit by Taylor Zahn to get it over on the bump for Libertyville. And then Scanlon on the return tried to just dump it over, but the net rejected her and sent it back to her side. So 3-0 and a good start for Libertyville. And 3 errors for Mother McCauley. Webb will get the line drive over to the back line. Joyce will set up Kelly Clark for the kill as she gets it right in front of Cindy Zhao. So that's the first point for the Mighty Macs. They are down 3-1.
It's exactly what the Macs needed to get back in this game. A great pass, set up their hitter in the front row. Kelly Clark puts it down.
Michelle Konecki, the senior defensive specialist, now comes in to serve. Zhao with the set over to Jordan Bauer, who could not quite get a hit on that one. So give the point to Mother McCauley, and Libertyville's up 3-2. Konecki will get that one over just in bounds, and the dig attempt by Prentice goes out of bounds. So an ace for Konecki, and we are tied at 3. Konecki this time will serve it right into the net. So the mortal sin of a service error for Michelle Konecki, and 4-3 Libertyville.
And we've seen Michelle Konecki have some success behind the service line earlier, but coming up with the mistake right there kind of evens things out a little bit for her.
Number 0, Vicky Liu, now will come in. She's a junior defensive specialist. She gets it over. Joyce with the back set for Kelly Clark, who gets a big kill in the middle of the court. So we are tied at 4.
That slide has been working for McCauley all day. They really need to continue getting passes so they can run that type of middle attack.
Kennedy Arundel now will get it over for the Mighty Macs on the serve. Zhao will set up Smagas, who gets her kill blocked, but it stays down on Mother McCauley's side. And then a big kill by Ryan DeGerald of Mother McCauley. So McCauley will take a 5-4 lead here in set 2. Kennedy Arundel will continue serving. Throws that ball high in the air and gets it over to the back line. Zhao will set up Jordan Bauer for the spike. Kept alive by McCauley, and then a kill for Kelly Clark as Libertyville could not keep that alive at the 10-foot line. So 6-4 Mother McCauley.
And good position on the kill right there. Kristen Webb had to try and change directions to get back to the center of the court. Couldn't get there in time.
Arundel will send it over. Now Zhao will get it over on the second hit. Joyce will keep it alive and set up DeGerald for the spike to get it over. Libertyville keeps it alive, and they try to get it over, but it was double blocked at the net by McCauley, but Wildcats do get it over. Now DeGerald will send it back to the Libertyville side, and then Smagaz with a big kill, and Carla Cahill not able to keep that alive for the Mighty Macs. So big point for Libertyville. They are down 6-5.
And
yeah.
good.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's a good job by Smagas right there, getting the kill, bring their team back to within 1.
Brooke Donovan now will get it over for the Libertyville Wildcats, and that service went over the court. So a serving error for her, and 7-5 Mother McCauley.
When your team is fighting to stay in a match, that's one thing that you do not want to see.
Erica Harris now coming into the game to serve for Mother McCauley. Zhao will get the back set for Jordan Bauer as it gets blocked at the net, but a double hit by Mother McCauley on their block attempt. So 7-6 now, McCauley still up. And now Carly Ostmeyer will come into the game for Libertyville to try to tie it. Left-handed serve over to the back line, and then Joyce will try to get it over on the second hit. And she hit it right into the net and hit it again. So a double hit for Courtney Joyce, and we are tied at 7.
And good idea by Joyce right there, but just didn't get enough on that one, didn't get underneath of it enough, sent it into the net.
Ostmeyer will get it over. Good dig at the 10-foot line, and then DeGerald will send it over and inbounds. So a kill for Ryan DeGerald, and 8-7 Mother McCauley.
It's a really nice spot. Libertyville is bringing their defense in a little too close and too tight up towards the net. They need to make sure somebody is staying deep or getting back to their lines.
Junior setter Courtney Joyce now will serve it. Line drive over. Zhao will try to set it, but the joust won by Mother McCauley at the net, so give them the 9-7 lead.
Thought that was thunder. Nope.
Mother
that's just
McCauley
McCauley
student
fans.
section just making some noise there as a little bit too big of a set for Cindy Zhao. She says my fault as she sends Rianne Prestis out of bounds. So give the point to Mother McCauley and give them the 10-7 lead. Joyce will get that one over the
Oh,
net.
nice save.
Good save by Libertyville. Now Joyce will set up DeGerald, who tries to get it in front and is successful in front of the diving libero, Kristen Webb. So 11-7, McCauley with the lead and Libertyville with a timeout.
And on that last hit, the defense of Libertyville all sucked over to that right side. Nobody covering the back side, the left side of the court, and just floating it up and over the block. Nobody home. Kristen Webb trying to dive over there in time but couldn't get there. Very successful hit for Mother McCauley, getting the kill and the 4-point lead.
Really well played shot. I'm wondering if her mother taught her how to do that.
It's very possible.
I'm sure she did. She's probably taking all the credit for it. Right
Of
now.
course. As mothers always do.
Yeah, she probably made her practice that one about 50 million times over the summer and wouldn't let her eat dinner till she got it perfect, right?
Exactly.
And
That's not an easy shot to make.
And she's still got 2 more years of playing for
yes.
her mother, too. Only a sophomore is Ryan DeGerald.
So now Courtney Joyce on the Mother McCauley side will try to give them their 5th straight point as she arcs this one over to the 10-foot line. Zhao will now set up Prentice in front. It was blocked, but Zhao will send it back over for Libertyville. And now it is double blocked at the net by Libertyville on the return by Patsy Bolin. So give Libertyville the point. They're down 11-8. And Cindy Zhao, the senior setter, going to Michigan, will now go back and serve. Hit is over to the back line. DeGerald with the first hit. Joyce with a cross-court set to Bolin for the spike,
nice
but a good dig by the libero. And then set over by Prentice on the third hit. And now a big hit by DeGerald, and her mother won't be too happy with that one as she spiked that one over the court, giving Libertyville the point. They're down 11-9.
I think she was trying too hard to go over the block or use their hands because she took a little bit off of it, and then it rolled too deep out the court.
Zhao now with the line drive. Good set from the back line, and now a back set for DeGerald. She gets it over. Zhao will send it over on the set on the second hit, and not defensed well by Mother McCauley, so Libertyville down 11-10 now.
And that one looked like it may have been going out of bounds. Still Mother McCauley trying to get a hit on it and goes on the deflection well out of bounds. Point for Libertyville.
Zhao now trying to tie it. Joyce with the front set to the middle, and Gabrielinas with the kill off the block. So give McCauley the point and give them the 12-10 lead.
Yeah, that time Libertyville block pulled way off the net instead of closing over the net. It was a nice tool to take.
Ryan DeGerald now will serve it. Good dig by the libero and good second hit falling out of bounds by Zhao.
She's front row.
And what are we calling here?
She called her on a back row attack. However, she is a front row hitter.
So a violation.
So it'll be a replay.
A replay, so no violation.
No violation.
DeGerald now will send it over. Zhao will send it over to Taylor Zont, who just does get it over. And now a big block at the net, but blocked out of bounds by Libertyville on the attack by Courtney Joyce. So give McCauley the 13-10 lead. And boy, you go to a game and you see something new every day. I've not seen a redo on a play. Good dive at the front line by the libero of Libertyville on the return, and good set by Zont to get it over. And now Arundel getting it back over for Mother McCauley, and then the first hit by Kristen Webb, the libero, right under the net. So Libertyville unable to get the second hit. McCauley with the 14-10 lead. DeGerald with the line drive just over the net, defensed well by Libertyville, and sent into the net by Rihanna Prentice. So good defense initially, but not a good attack.
Libertyville is struggling right now to get a nice hit off. They need to get a good pass here so Zhao can set them up and get something happening.
Zhao will now do a back set to Alex Baster. She gets it over, and then McCauley will send it out of bounds. So give the point to Libertyville. They are down 15-11 here in set 2.
Now we'll see if they can take advantage of that mistake by Mother McCauley. Now they have control of the serve. See if they can go on a little bit of a run of their own. Get back to basics here.
Brianna Preston gets it over. Good hit, and then a sent over by Patsy Boland of McCauley. And now back over by Smagaz of Libertyville. And a good middle set and hit by Enos. But Libertyville keeps it alive, and Smagaz will send it back over on the spike. Now Joyce will set up Arundel cross court. Good dig by the libero. And a set behind her to Zant, who gets it back over. Good rally going. Arundel now will get it double blocked at the net by Zant and Alex Baster of Libertyville. So give them the point and the roof. They are down 15-12.
It was a nice, tall, solid block. That was one of the best blocks I've seen from them tonight.
Prentice will get it over. Good dig by the libero at the back line, and then Patsy Bullen will get it over. It hit the net and fell in front of the back line of Libertyville. So give McCauley the point. They are up 16-12.
I call that the pit of despair. Balls go in and they never come out. It's the best spot to hit one.
The libero Carla Cahill will get it over. Zant with the second hit as she went backwards to try to bump it to the net, and the third hit was not able to be made by Libertyville. So 17-12, McCauley with the lead, and Carla Cahill will continue serving. Gets it over, arcing to the front line. Zhao now will back set, and it was blocked but out of bounds by Mother McCauley. So give Zant the kill and give Libertyville the point. They are down 17-13. Kristen Webb, their senior libero, will go back and serve. She will get it over to the back line. Joyce with the back set for Patsy Boland, who spikes it right into the net. So give Libertyville the point. They are now down 17-14. And Kristen Webb will continue serving for the Wildcats. And he bounces, and the arcing shot to the 10-foot line. Good dive, and then a hit by Patsy Boland to get it over on the third try. And then the libero will send it over. Webb on the set. And then middle hit to Kelly Clark to get it back over for McCauley. And then Smagaz gets it back over twice for Libertyville. And a great dive on the second hit by McCauley to keep that one alive. And then Zant will send it back to the McCauley side. And now Arundel will take it away from her teammate but get it over. And then a spike attempt was blocked. Libertyville will keep it alive though. Zant will get it back over. Now McCauley will keep it alive. Arundel with the cross court, kept alive by Libertyville. Zant will just dump it over. Then DeGerald will send it back to the Libertyville side. Good hit by Zhao, setting it back over to the McCauley side. Spike by Courtney Joyce. A good dig by Zhao. And then Smagaz will send it back over and then win the joust at the net with the roof. And a big point for Libertyville. They are down 17-15.
Wow. Both sides playing some lights out defense in that really, really long rally. That was some great defense.
So Kristen Webb will try to keep it going with her fourth straight point on the serve. Joyce will send it to the middle, and Kelly Clark will get a kill for Mother McCauley. So 18-15 Mighty Max.
Defense for Libertyville was on their heels with that one. They really need to be playing a little bit more intensely right now if they want to stay in this.
Michelle Konecki will get it over for the Mighty Max on the serve. A little cross court and a little dump over by Smagaz. And then sent back over to the Libertyville side. Zhao will set up Prentice at the 10-foot line for a spike. Arundel will get it back over. Good dig by Prentice and good send over by Smagaz. And now back over to Arundel. Double blocked, but Mother McCauley able to get it over. And then sent back over on the second hit bump by Prentice. Clark with the kill attempt, but what a dig by Kristen Webb. And then she almost does it again and kept alive by Libertyville just in front of us. As Zhao able to get it back over, but McCauley set up nicely in the middle for the kill. And a great effort by Libertyville goes for naught as McCauley gets the point. They are up 19-15.
Wow. You know what? I just saw the libero for Libertyville say thank you to number 13 because she hustled her butt off on that rally, and number 13 actually chased down that ball, almost knocking us over, and got it back. And so that's something that you like to see from your teammates, that if you're going to go all out, they're going to go all out for you. It was a great rally. I mean, unfortunately, they didn't win the point, but you got to feel good if you're Libertyville. Libertyville, at least you're playing intensely. You know, you're trying to stay in it right here.
Absolutely, they're leaving everything out on the court right here, and somewhat off the court as we see we're going right into the cameraman over here next to us, almost taking a hit.
Well, Libertyville will need to stay alive as they lost set 1 25-22, and high school at best 2 out of 3 sets, so trying to keep this one alive, win set 2, and get it down to a do-or-die set 3 to take home that illustrious third-place trophy. Michelle Konecki will try to get her second straight point for Mother McAuley with her team up 19-15 as she will serve it. Gets it over to the back line. Zhao with the back set for Taylor Zont, who gets the kill. Cross-court shot there, so 19-16. McAuley still in the lead, but gives the point to Libertyville. Vicky Liu, number 0, coming in to serve for the Wildcats. Gets it over. Joyce with the set for Kelly Clark, who gets it over. Good dig by Prentice, who gets it back over, and then McAuley with 4 hits. So a good defense by Libertyville, and this time they will get rewarded with the point. They are down 19-17. Lou will continue serving. Gets it over. DeGerald with the first hit, 10-foot line. Joyce with the setup for a Arundel cross-court spike. Good defense by the libero.
Nice.
Joust won at the net by Libertyville, but McAuley able to keep it alive. Zhao will now go cross-court to Julius Magaz, who gets the kill on the near side for Libertyville. So 19-18, and they have momentum coming off the timeout.
Wow, they are really starting to play some of their best volleyball right now. Nothing like waiting to the last minute.
A coach's dream, right?
Yes. Oh!
Vicky Liu will get that down inbounds for an ace just at the back corner. So a big point for Libertyville. They have tied it at 19, and McAuley now will take a timeout. 4 straight points for the Wildcats off the timeout of their own.
And that was a serve that really just dropped right off the table there. I don't know how that managed to land inbounds, but just landing right on the corner and getting the point on the serve. Again, to tie things up, 19 apiece. You just can't ask for any better of a serve than that right there.
No, those serves are practically undefendable unless somebody just randomly swings an arm out and gets lucky, you know. But I tell my team all the time that if you can hit anywhere near the back line, or if a team does that against us, I mean, let them have it, because that is a phenomenal place to put a ball.
Yeah, and a lot of those serves do end up going out of bounds. So I'm sure Lou's telling their coach, oh, that was skill, that wasn't luck.
She's been practicing.
Lou now will try to serve her team into the lead as we are tied at 19 in set 2. She will get it
there
over.
She goes again.
And another great placement as Arundel tried to defend that one for the Mighty Macs and could not. So second straight ace for Vicky Liu. And a cheer from the Mother McAuley crowd that I'm not sure why, but hey.
They must like number 14.
And this time, Lou will serve it out of bounds. So we are tied at 20. And yeah, I guess Maddie Meyer doesn't quite get into the game a lot. And she is in the game now for Mother McAuley. And
hey,
I guess she gets a rousing ovation.
Yeah.
And she will now serve. So just imagine if she gets an ace. Zhao will go cross court to Smagas, who gets it blocked at the net and roofed by Mother McAuley, so give the Mighty Macs the point. They're up 21-20.
He just mishit that one, went right into the net actually. And that'll give McAuley the lead.
Way to catch my mistake, Brad. Zhao with the back set, and it was that time it was blocked, but Mother McAuley will keep it alive and it will go out of bounds. So give the point to Libertyville, and we are tied at 21. Brooke Donovan now, the senior defensive specialist for the Wildcats, will come in and serve. She will serve from the right side of the court. Gets it over. Joyce will dump it over on the second hit. Good dig by the server Donovan, but the spike was blocked by Mother McAuley, and Libertyville unable to keep that one alive. So point to Mother McAuley, they're up 22-21.
You know, I think that both of the girls' defenders had a read on that one, and they just kind of hesitated a little too much, waiting for the other one to make a move. Got to be more aggressive at this point in the game.
Erica Harris will serve. Zhao with the back set for Jordan Bauer. She gets it over on the spike, but McCauley able to keep it alive, and DeGerald will get it back over for the Mighty Max. Sent back over by Prentice for the kill for Libertyville. So we are tied at 22. And now Carly Ostmeyer will come in to serve. She is a junior defensive specialist for Libertyville. Left-handed serve will get over. Joyce with the back set. Good spike there by Gabrielle Annis, but kept alive by Lou at the back line of Libertyville, and they will send it over. Now Annis will this time get the kill past the defense of Libertyville. So 23-22 Mighty Max.
You know, I'll never understand why, because I have the same problem with my own team, why girls never shift over on the slide attack. They keep running the same slide, hitting the same spot, and the defense doesn't make that adjustment, knowing that that's where it will be hit.
Joyce will serve it and sent back over by Zhao on the second hit of Libertyville, and then just a little dump by DeGerald, and not kept alive by Libertyville. So 24-22 Mighty Max, and they are going for match point here. Courtney Joyce trying to give her team identical 25-22 wins today. Kept alive by Lou at the back line and sent over by Prentice to the Mother McCauley side. They keep it alive, and DeGerald will send it back over. Now Prentice will set up Zhao, who will set it over on the third hit. Kept alive and sent over on 3 bumps by Mother McCauley, and then sent back over to the Libertyville side. Prentice will get it back over for the Wildcats. DeGerald set up. It was blocked at the net by Libertyville, but blocked out of bounds. So that will do it. 25-22. Mother McCauley wins set 1 and set 2, and they will take the third place trophy home back to the south side of Chicago.
You know, Libertyville can't hang their heads. That was some of the best volleyball I think I've seen them play. They had spurts, you know, on and off, but for the most part, it's a sustained match. That was really a good defensive effort, and they really did try to mix up their offense. So I give them a lot of kudos for coming out the way they did. McCauley just has so many different weapons. There's great defense, very smart gameplay all the way around. So a well-deserved victory for them.
Yeah, and Libertyville already showing some of the emotion as some of their players are already in tears. But as you say earlier, it's tough to get here even if you lose twice.
It is tough. And, you know, of course you never feel great when you lose, but a lot of the times it's more the emotion of, hey, this was my last match. I mean, a lot of the girls on Libertyville are seniors. They've had a fantastic career. They've had some of their most successful seasons ever at Libertyville with those seniors. So I think it's just the emotion of everything, knowing that you're now done. Your high school career is over at this moment, but you get to go home with a medal.
Absolutely.
And that's an amazing accomplishment in itself.
Just to make it here, Libertyville 8 seniors on their roster, so still getting to go home with a medal despite losing both games at the state tournament. And again, Mother McCauley, a good job against a very tough Libertyville team to get that third place finish and finish the season out at 36-5.
They will be scary good next year.
Yes, they will.
I mean, it's fearful. I'm really glad that my team never has to play them because
I was about to ask if you're going to schedule them now.
No.
There's a simple answer.
We have a hard enough schedule as it is. I don't know if we already have to play the defending 3A champs twice. I don't know if I want to deal with a third runner-up or a third place team. Oh, they're going to be good.
We have one more game coming up yet this evening, scheduled for an 8:55 start. May get off to a little quicker start depending on how quickly they get set up. We've been running a little bit early today with a lot of our games, but that will be the 4A championship between the New Trier Trevians and the Bennett Red Wings. Should be a great matchup. Bennett coming in at 39-2. New Trier coming in at 39-1. So 3 losses combined between the two teams.
Yes, and you know that Bennett I was seeing this the other day, has not lost a match on Saturday since 2010 of October.
That's a pretty good run right there.
That's a pretty good run. So needless to say that they're really deadly on Saturdays, and with today being a Saturday, we'll see how they do.
And then, of course, the defending.
So I guess they don't party on Friday night or something? I don't know what that means.
No, they don't go to football games. I don't know what they are phenomenally talented when it comes to playing in tournaments.
And they are the defending state champions also,
yes.
So they will be trying to go back-to-back. We'll have that game for you right around 8:55, maybe a little bit sooner, but as soon as it's on, we will be right here with it on SportsTownChicago.com. So until then, once again, Mother McAuley Mighty Macs take the third place game in straight sets, 25-22 and 25-22. So we'll be back in just a little bit with 4A championship action right here on SportsTownChicago.com.
Hey, it's Herb Lawrence. If you love sports and you want a career in broadcasting, then go to the Illinois Center for Broadcasting. The Illinois Center for Broadcasting trains you for careers in radio, TV, and online media. With internships, financial aid for those who qualify, job placement assistance, and day and night classes, you can start your new career in less than a